Caballeros, ustedes recibieron sus instrucciones. Mira, aquí está bien, aquí no. Aquí está bien, aquí no. De la cintura para arriba. De que no emplee limpia. Escúchame, cuídate. Listos, vámonos.
So here we go. Teofimo Lopez in a new weight class, coming off the shocking upset loss. Andre, he told us the other day, the first step to success is failure. I think much could be revealed early on, considering how he came out in that first round in the shocking loss to Kambosos.
Yeah, he's got to learn from it. He was reckless in the Kambosos fight. He very, he assumed that he was going to hit Kambosos and Kambosos was going to fall over. That wasn't the case. Let's see if he learned his lesson. Campa is not on Lopez's level, but he's a strong enough and stiff enough test to let us know where Lopez is at mentally and physically.
Pedro Campa started his career 27-0. His only career loss was a 7th round knockout in 2017. He's 7-0-1 since then, and he's coming off of back-to-back knockout wins against undefeated fighters.
You see the speed difference right away. Teofimo Lopez is the quicker fighter, able to get his shots off before Campa's even able to retaliate with anything.
Took that dip to the left and had the uppercut come in.
Big shots there, just missed. The other question is, does the power carry for Teofimo Lopez from 135 to 140?
Huge fan support here in Vegas for Teo. Chant has started up in round number 1. Sold out event center here at Resorts World. Campa getting that, as he'd like to describe it, intelligent pressure. Getting to the inside, letting his hands go. Now trying to close the gap.
Come on, hands free, manos libres, manos libres. Sepárese, step back.
Campa's being as defensively responsible as he possibly can. Still applying pressure. There's a right hand available for him over the top. Teo's looking to close the distance. With that lead hand down, he can sneak a right hand right over the top.
2-punch combination from Lopez.
I think it's too early for Lopez to have that left hand down in that shoulder roll position. The mistake that young fighters make is that Mayweather didn't do that until he had control of the opponent and the fight. Lopez doesn't have control at this moment.
That shoulder roll, a big part of your lab breakdown for the success of Teofimo, Timmy.
Well, that's what he likes to use, primarily the shoulder roll.
Goes to the body as he steps forward here in the closing moments of round number 1. And a short left hand on the inside caps it. Teofimo Lopez had a 16-8 connect advantage over Pedro Campa in round number 1. I'll tell you, it's good just to have him back. The energy he brings, you can hear that crowd even in round number 1. Teofimo, no matter what you think of him, has that it factor, but it's one fight in 22 months up until that first round that we just saw. We asked him about it the other day. He said, listen, the business played me.
Stop.
And right now, the business ahead is where he can go at 140 pounds. If he gets through Campa tonight, who knows, maybe a date on Heisman night, maybe a title opportunity against Josh Taylor, depending on what happens in the fight in the rematch against Jack Catterall. But the opportunities exist at 140 pounds for premier fights against big names.
I just spoke with Teofimo Lopez Sr. He says, look, I want him to keep jabbing. He's going to keep just winning these rounds, touching him with that jab. The knockout will come, and I see it being an overhand right.
37 of his 58 punches thrown to this point, a minute into round 2, have been the jab. Try to go underneath with the right hand, and the sweep across with a rare hook. Campa fires off the straight right of his own. Good head movement from Lopez, and a 2-punch combination, working his way off the ropes. And a sweeping right hand.
But this is the test, even early test, is that you want to see if the punches of Lopez have the same effects as they did with the guys at 135. Now, it's early, we'll see, but right now, Campa is taking these punches very well. He's not matching speed for speed, skill for skill, but he's still in the pocket, and he's landing some shots.
As he did just there, as he said he would, step to him.
And he's making Teo extremely uncomfortable right now with the work rate and the pace that he's choosing to fight this fight. Putting a lot of pressure on him mentally.
So it's going to force Lopez to make adjustments and then make more adjustments. That's what we're looking for right here. He said he only sparred 2 weeks for this fight. That could come back to bite him.
For those that didn't hear the conversation earlier, that came about in an interview he had with Mark Kriegel. He did not deny it, but he said, listen, I know what's best for me. Tim, your reaction to that of only getting in 2 weeks of sparring in a lead up to a main event fight like this?
You can't do 2 weeks of sparring, especially 10 rounds against a fighter that throws 80 punches plus a round. You know, you need at least 4 to 5 weeks of sparring, good quality rounds to get prepared for a fighter like this. We're going to see his conditioning as this fight continues on in the later rounds.
It's the all-new Subway Series menu. 12 irresistible new subs. Like number 11, Subway Club. Powered with turkey, ham, and roast beef. This sub isn't slowing down anytime soon.
I'll give it a run for its money.
My money's on the sub. It's Subway's biggest refresh yet.
Wish you could get the feeling of a relaxing foot massage just by walking around? Now you can with new Skechers Massage Fit footwear. The unique Wave technology is designed to gently massage your foot with every step and are machine washable. Keep your feet happy all day long with new Skechers Massage Fit.
At Domino's, you can get more than just your favorite pizza. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and yes, medium 2-topping pizzas as well. Carry out any 2 or more mix and match items for $5.99 each or get them delivered for $6.99 each.
Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
Absolute packed house here at the event center at Resorts World Las Vegas to see the return of Teofimo Lopez against game and gritty Pedro Campa. Lopez with a 36-21 connect advantage. Dre, you brought up an interesting conversation about a new weight class. Does the power carry? And Timmy, you are a world champion in this weight class at 140 pounds. Things get different. To the layman, they say, wait a minute, it's only 5 pounds. He was a champ at 135. He weighed in at 138. But in this division, Josh Taylor is a big guy. Regis Prograis is a big guy. Ramirez is a big guy.
But to Dre's point, Taylor was a big 135 pounder. So he was a lot bigger, big boned. You know, so when he hit guys, they felt it. But at 140, he's actually the smaller guy tonight. He's not the bigger man tonight. Campas is the bigger man. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to knock these guys out. He has to break Campa down, and what he has to do is go down to the body first, and then land those kill shots up top.
Well, that's the kind of shot that Lopez needs to land. Box, box, box. Surprise Campa. He can't stand there and just unload like he did at 135, at least not right now.
Oh, he's having fun for a moment here, Dre, isn't he?
Right, but it's the skill, then power. That's what's getting Campa's attention. But Campa's throwing 2.
Bernardo's in the corner of Campa.
Manny Robles told me he needs to keep his left hand up because Teofimo's looking for that overhand right, and his shots can't be looping. They've got to be straight, short shots.
First time they have worked together. Manny Robles, of course, veteran trainer, who won the heavyweight championship of the world with Andy Ruiz, the upset of Anthony Joshua.
Stop.
I like what Lopez is doing. I'm feeling the flavor. Do what you got to do. Just don't do it with your back to the ropes. Do it in the center of the ring.
Set up.
You give a guy who has slower feet and slower hands like Campa that stability by you being up against the ropes. He'll feel confident to unload with both hands. But he's in deep water when he's in the center of the ring.
Heads came together on the inside.
Campa's gaining more confidence, coming forward. He said he don't feel anything. That's what he's saying. He's taking these big punches from Teo, and he's coming back, or at least trying to come back with his offense. Here he comes.
Lopez shouldn't get frustrated by that. He should happily oblige and continue to deliver what Campa is asking for.
He dances in the corner after showing that upper body head movement. Round 4, Lopez and Campa. Campa had a fight high for him, 15 punches landed in that last round, but this was the moment from Teofimo.
Playing a little trick shot. Yeah, a little trick shot right there with the shoulder to lift the chin. You see the ref on the opposite side. He doesn't see the shoulder lift. And you see the right hand of Teofimo Lopez land clean on Campa.
Just creating a little bit of space, Dre, that's all.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
That's illegal, but it's all good.
Anything it takes. Listen, wrap around that right hand as well here to start round number 4.
Very little body work from Teofimo Lopez tonight. It would suit him if he was to go down to Campa body to wear him down a bit.
Teofimo Lopez is in a very, very good groove right now. I wish he would pick his left hand up and throw more left hands to set up the big shots and stay off the ropes, because that can be dangerous, like we said. But other than that, I think he's boxing a perfect fight. He seems very relaxed, and he seems to be having fun in there. Right now, Campa is competitive, but he's not winning these rounds.
I completely agree with the assessment of relaxed and having fun. We've seen that throughout the early goings.
And sometimes, Tess, rest and being away from the game causes you to come back a little bit different. Sometimes you got to miss it.
He told us he's at peace, the happiest that he's been. Interesting dynamic when you're around the team. The rather large team. I think he showed up with 17 in the entourage to the fighter production meetings. But he is much more in control and guiding his own course than he's ever been.
No.
Lopez gets credit for his explosiveness, his showmanship, but he's got an IQ. And you see it on display right now. He realizes that I might not be able to get Campa out, at least right now, with one shot. So I have to go into the toolbox and show some other things.
He's using the cross guard defense right there.
High cross guard.
And then Campa saying, I got a chin on me. Can't hurt me. That's the way you stay involved in the fight. You Campa, you got to psych yourself out. If you come in here with the mentality that you're going to get knocked out, you can get knocked out. But he's came in there with the mentality, you can't hurt me. As he presses forward, Dre.
Yeah, his success is going to come on the back half of 6 if he's still around. So he's got to put some money in the bank. He's not putting as much money as Lopez is putting in the bank, but he's got to have something in there in hopes that he can wear Lopez down and start to land some big shots. And right now, Lopez is landing the big shots.
Good finish here to round 4 from Teofimo Lopez. You see the speed difference.
Subway's dropping 12 new subs for the all-new Subway Series menu.
Let's hear about this number 7 pick from a former number 7 pick.
Juicy rotisserie style chicken? You should have been number 1.
This isn't about the sandwich, is it, Chuck? It's not.
The new Subway Series. What's your pick?
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
This feeling of certainty comes from inspiring your customers and expressing heartfelt thank yous with promotional products people love from the experts at 4imprint. Enjoy that feeling of certainty at 4imprint. 4imprint, for certain.
Teofimo Lopez told us this week, you never admit defeat, but you have to admit the lessons in defeat. Perhaps lessons learned from what happened last November when George Kambosos took the 4 lightweight belts from him. Of course, Kambosos then gave way to Devin Haney. Devin Haney now the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. They will have the rematch on ESPN from Australia coming up this fall. Lopez in control early. Shooting the first 4 rounds in Dre's scorecard. 77 of 47 connect advantage. He's landed 50% of his power punches.
Just spoke with Teofimo Lopez Sr. He said, look, I just want him to keep jabbing. He's timing him well, but he's got to be careful because they don't call him La Roca for nothing. He hits hard.
22 knockouts in his 33 wins. There's the right hand from Teofimo. Shoulder roll, right hand. Tried to place the uppercut that time.
That punch is thrown and landed when you've timed your opponent, their movements, and that's exactly what Teofimo Lopez has done right now.
Step.
Able to block much of that work and then slip to the inside. There's an uppercut that came in at the end of that combination from Campa.
See, but Campa, what he's doing is he's letting off the power, and now he's just letting his hands go. He's just trying to touch tail. Trying to outwork him.
You can touch a fighter, you can hurt him, and if you can hurt him, you can knock him out. But loading up and allowing Lopez to continue to evade your shot is not going to get you anywhere. He's got to do exactly what Tim Bradley just stated.
Step.
Looks like Lopez is taking a round off.
Yep, I was just about to say that.
Campa is taking advantage and landing more shots.
There's no doubt about that. If you look at the output from Lopez compared to the earlier rounds. Good exchange off the ropes. And now pot shotting off the hip with that jab.
Here in the corner of Campa, you had to know this is how the fight was going to go. You had to know that your guy was going to take punishment early. Hope that he can take the shot and just keep pressing, keep chipping, keep banging away in hopes that you're on the other side of 6 and you might get yourself back in the fight.
People who come to cricket stay with cricket.
Little did we know that switching to cricket was going to be a major upgrade. The 5G is like fast.
Switch for the speed, stay for the savings. Smile, you're on cricket.
Pizza Hut's got 2 mediums for just $6.99 each. That's less than $1 a slice.
Got 2 more slices.
So much pizza.
My pizza.
What?
Carry out 2 medium one-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
So, it's Friday night dinner. All of a sudden, boom, boom. The kid's like, Dad, what is that? And you, Gecko, go, roar! Huh?
It's a bit too aggressive, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, sure, rewind it. How about this? Beg your pardon, but bundling your home and car insurance could save you hundreds. And then the neighbors are like, giant gecko? Huh? Who? The little girl's like, hi, Gecko.
Well, quite the commercial.
Yeah, I know, right?
See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
Start of round number 6 from Vegas. Lopez and Campa. Late money came in heavily on the big favorite Teofimo Lopez, as it did on the under total rounds, which would be 90 seconds through this round. You see the punches last round? Dre, you made the point. You felt like it was a round that Lopez clearly was taken off. He only threw 43 punches there. It was 15 of 43. That's his low output of the fight to this point.
Manny Robles has to continue to inject the belief into his charge, Pedro Campa, that Lopez is getting tired. You've taken the best shots. Keep pressing. You're wearing him down. Whether that is true or not remains to be seen, but that's the message that needs to come to Campa if he's going to have a shot later in this fight.
Stop.
Manny Robles just told me he had a conversation with Pedro Campa. Said, look, I don't want you to allow Teofimo to set his feet. You've got to be more active. You've got to keep pressuring him and not allow him to think. You're still in this fight.
I'm impressed with the technique from Campa. Honestly, before he got with Manny Robles, he was all over the place. falling all over his feet, jabbing, lunging forwards. He's underneath himself. He seemed to be very underneath himself, very calculated tonight, picking his spots wisely, when to attack and when not to attack Lopez. The perfect time to attack Lopez is after he gets done punching, because he stays there.
Stop.
That was partially blocked by Pedro Campa.
But Campa sees these punches coming. That's why they have no effect.
Lopez has a great jab, fellas. He's got a great jab to the head, to the body. He's educated. I don't think he uses it enough because he's got those Sports Center top 10 left hooks and right hands, but he should follow along with that left hand a little bit more.
A defensive movement, and then the right uppercut. Mouthpiece just came out.
Come on, here we go.
What? He just picked it up.
Yeah, we're not watching it.
I mean, what?
We're just putting it right back in the mouth.
Disgusting. See Lopez now going after that eye, that lead eye. The left eye of Campa is starting to swell rapidly.
That's discouraging right there.
Ooh.
That's discouraging.
Jab off the hip and then
right there. Yes, that's discouraging, but you just missed a bunch of shots. Then you got hit with those kind of shots. That's disrespectful from Teofimo Lopez.
The head movement has been masterful here in this 6th round by Lopez.
At Domino's, you can get more than just your favorite pizza. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and yes, medium 2-topping pizzas as well. Carry out any 2 or more mix-and-match items for $5.99 each or get them delivered for $6.99 each.
When tired, achy feet make your whole body want to stop, it's Dr. Scholl's time. Our insoles are designed with unique massaging gel waves for all-day comfort and energy. Find your relief in-store or online.
The 10th pick is in, the new All-American Club. That's a club I want to join. Let's hear from Simone.
Chuck, that's a club I want to join.
I literally just said that. I like her better than you. The new Subway Series. What's your pick?
Well, there's one of the top contenders at 140 pounds, the undefeated Arnold Barboza, who we just saw with a victory over Danielito Zaria, Mark Riegel.
Yeah, he just texted me. Oh, yeah. I said, what do you think of Teofimo? He says, he's too small and too slow. This is a big boy, well, division. I'll end him. So there you go. The smoke talk is full effect.
It's a division at 140 pounds that went from Josh Taylor being the undisputed king to the business of boxing, now having Taylor with 2 belts, with Prograis and Zepeda mandated to fight for the WBC, with Jose Ramirez, who was in position. He has some personal plans coming up. So and there is the knockdown scored in the opening moments of round 7.
Beautiful up jab.
Takeover says he wants to take back his lofty status. Let's see how he closes the show. Short right hand. 1-2 combination. A lot of time to work with here.
Campa's not only hurt,
switching stances.
He's not only hurt, he's busted up. See it in his face. See it in his nose is swollen, and he's got some tough decisions to make because he's not responding to those shots the way that he was in the first 3 or 4 rounds.
You see Pat swelling on his face, especially at left side, but he's coming forward before they tie up. Still half a round to go here in round 7.
I think Lopez has to continue to pour it on just the way he did when he got the knockdown. He didn't load up. It was boxing. It was a 2-1 combination that sat Campa down. Didn't try to throw it hard, but it landed hard. He needs to try to do the same thing right now.
Showing out with the defense.
Back into the mix.
Squared up, wiggling, stepping over, feeling it right now. And having fun on there is Lopez. Switching stances, stepping over, coming with the right hand. Blocking Campa's efforts. Left uppercut, right uppercut, short right drives down. A lot of blood coming from the nose of Campa. Headshot after headshot. Short right hand. A beat down in round 7. The take back. He just took what he wanted there in that round.
Yes, he did.
And here it comes. Let the celebration begin. Old school Teofimo backflip. Seventh round TKO, a hug for Dad. They've been through a lot, especially the ride up, the great ascent, the call in their shot against Loma, the shocking upset that they had to bounce back from, and now this. Started with the knockdown, finishes with the TKO in round 7.
A lot of brutality going on in this round. Beautiful right cross right there. Nice up jab right up the middle. That was so fast and so accurate. Beautiful counter right there by Teofimo Lopez. Catch, boom, boom. Campa never saw that jab coming, that up jab. Beautiful shot right there from Teofimo Lopez.
And that came after 6.5 rounds of punishment. Didn't come early in this fight. Teo may have to go about getting the knockouts at 140 pounds a little bit different than he did at 135. Now he knew he had Campa going. So then you see him transform into the old Teofimo Lopez at 35, standing right there, planting his feet, knowing that if I just get the right shot in there, I'm gonna get Tony Weeks to do just what he did, step in and save Pedro Campa.
3 straight overhand rights at short range, right to the temple, is what got Weeks to stop the fight, but it was that spectacular, speedy Viper attack of the 2-1 combo, the up jab, that started the downhill ascent and got the victory that everybody expected in that fashion tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside Resorts World Las Vegas, it is time for the Bud Light Celebration decision. Tony Weeks calls a stop to this bout at 2 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 7. For your winner by technical knockout, and now the WBO International and NABF Junior Welterweight Champion, the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez!
He has said this week he loves the growing, the teaching, the pain, the hardship, being married to the sport right now. Went through a lot of that